What's up, my crypto legends? So yes, it is happening. Today, the DXY has tested the last lower high on the higher time frames of this bearish momentum that we've had for the last few months. Is it time for the DXY to get an explosive breakout in the coming days, giving us that multi-monthly uptrend for the DXY, meaning that Bitcoin is likely to be extremely bearish? It is possible, but it can also reject from this point. There's no clear breakout just yet from this resistance level. This is what we're going to talk about in today's episode. I'm going to show you some scenarios for Bitcoin. Are we going to start breaking down from here? Will it be a successful breakout here looking at the Coinbase chart from the June lows, or are we first going to get a rise here before going to much lower levels? This is what we're going to talk about, guys. Make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. Let's dive in here, guys, because it is happening. The DXY is testing the last lower high from this bearish momentum that we've had for the last 10 months. As you can see, just tested today. Are we going to successfully break down from here or get another rejection, giving the possibility for Bitcoin for another short-term bounce before we actually break down beneath $25,000? It is definitely possible. If that does happen, guys, if we do get that solid breakout here above the 104.3 level in the next 24 hours or couple of days, this only means one thing. The DXY is likely going to get into a bullish market structure for the next coming weeks and months. And of course, that is extremely bearish for Bitcoin in the midterm, meaning that yes, not only are we going to dip beneath $25,000, we can even go as low as $19,000 in a matter of a few weeks, guys. We are forming this huge double top scenario, which the neckline is $25,000. If this is broken in the coming days, which it has a high chance because of the DXY pumping and getting into a bullish structure for the next coming weeks and months, possibly if we do break above that level that I've just explained, of course, that is very much a reality. Now, this is bad for the short term, yes, but even though it's really good to buy cheaper Bitcoin, right? If we can buy Bitcoin, at $22,000, $19,000, maybe $18,000, that would be absolutely great. Of course, it will be a great opportunity, as we do know where the price of Bitcoin is going in the near future, of course. So short term, it will be good for the portfolio to buy up some more Bitcoin cheaply. And for all of those people that have been buying Bitcoin at higher levels and, are new into crypto, of course, they're going to have a bad time seeing the price of Bitcoin going down with their portfolio. But let's analyze the situation. Do we have a chance here for a short-term bounce, or are we going to go to much lower levels? Let's take a look at the daily time frame, guys, because the possibility before we break down of having a bounce is there. Now, the lows here from June at 24.8K level hasn't been tested on the spot exchanges. Yes, on most of the future exchanges it has been tested, but not on spot, meaning that, yeah, we are likely going to test that low at some point. The question is, will it successfully break down here on the first attempt on the spot exchanges such as Coinbase? Are we going to solidly capitulate from this level, as we do know that the price action went very fast here in March, and usually when you have that fast price action, you can drop as fast as you can see here on the chart. Looking at this example, look how fast we dropped here, look how fast we pumped, because we didn't leave much support, okay, or resistance at these levels. So it's the same scenario. This is on the verge of a potential capitulation as soon as we break through this level. But of course, the bulls are going to be there. They probably want to defend the $24,800 range. And when we do take a look at the daily RSI, we are creating those big bullish divergence, okay, when we do take a look here on the daily chart. It is creating higher lows on the RSI, as you can see, and you would expect also a lower low right there, testing the June lows here at $24,800 for the price of Bitcoin, going to create another lower low, and on the RSI you are likely going to create that higher low, as you can see on the chart. It's not going to give enough room to go as low from the drop that we created on the 17th of August. So that is very much a possibility, something that we need to eye here. Yes, no doubt, I am feeling bearish for the midterm, but I'm very much expecting a possible reversal before we do get the much larger major drop here in the next coming weeks. Okay, so we need to understand that that is very much a possibility. As traders, we need to be bearish and bullish at the same time and take a look at both scenarios. So just want to let you know that we want to be cautious here, because most of the people are going to think that the price is going to capitulate on the first attempt, and that is very much a possibility. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but we need to understand that the price of assets like to test the lows or the highs and possibly fail the breakout, and this is a huge double top scenario, and it's a major neckline that the bulls need to defend, possibly at least in the immediate short term. So will it break through on the first attempt, or are we going to get a huge massive bounce before then finally breaking it down, trapping all of those breakout traders that are looking to short this level, and then obviously getting that huge major rise? We need to know that that is definitely a possibility. I will be ready on the charts to see if it is going to be a failed breakout, to get into a nice long position to make some profits and be very defensive. And of course, if we do get the rise, where are the most resistance levels? We're going to analyze that in the lower time frames. Let's understand that Bitcoin is at support. Why are we creating all of this choppy action at this level? Is this just getting ready for a major breakdown? Absolutely yes, but it is at support. It is at the value area low from this entire trading range that we created for the last 2 weeks. As you can see, it's trying to hold this range strongly as it can for a possible bounce. If we start breaking through this low, of course, like I said, on higher time frames, we need to pay attention, because it can capitulate very, very hardly here. And this is the crucial pivot point that we need to pay attention. Is it going to be a successful breakout, or are we just going to wick down from this level and get a huge massive recovery in the short term? It's definitely a possibility, something that we want to get ready here for those swing traders out there. And if you are interested in swing trading this possible scenario for a fake out, then obviously you want to do it on the best exchange for me, which is Bybit. Bybit for me is the number one. You do get an insane bonus of up to $30,000, as you can see here with the link down below in the description. The best trading platform that I do see here available in the crypto market. And if you don't want to do KYC, the best alternative for me is Bitflex. No KYC required. You do get $10 worth of bonus if you deposit $100. You got a video tutorial down below in the description. Diving in here with Bitcoin, guys, if the DXY does fail in the next 24 hours, we're possibly going to see a major corrective move, meaning that that could be good for Bitcoin in the lower time frames for a potential bounce here. Where can that bounce go to? Well, diving in here on the lower time frames, we do have a lot of resistance above us, guys, which is the point of control from this entire range, as you can see, which is basically where we got rejected from these highs. These highs were anticipated in the Legends trading community, guys. If you want that guidance, knowing how to have that major risk management and talking about the possible targets, you want to join the Legends trading community. I post every single day here because I am teaching the people on how to be very defensive and knowing where to take some profits and having their stop losses, guys. The number one most powerful tool in trading is your risk management, and that is what I am teaching here, obviously, in the Legends trading community every single day. So analyzing the situation, we are at support. Is it going to break down from this level? For the moment, we're at support. We very much understand that a possible reversal here in the short term is very much a possibility. The question is, are we going to break out successfully above the point of control next? This is something that we are paying attention also in the Legends. This range over here, if it does not manage to break out successfully, then obviously we would look for that rejection and obviously then coming down here to finally get that big major breakdown. So that is another level that you can put in your trading plan, okay? Are we going to manage to break successfully above the point of control of the last 2 weeks, which is round about $26,000? So we might test these highs over here again and then not managing to break through that level. And if it does fail, we are looking here to follow that bearish momentum here that could happen in the next coming days, okay? So we need to pay attention to these levels. 26,000, 26,100 is a level that could fail to break out. If we do manage to break out successfully from this range, I am looking here at the value area high, which is with this large consolidation, with this high volume peak that could provide some of that resistance, which is at 26,400 range, 26,500, where we could get that volatility at that level. If we do consolidate, not manage to have more momentum here to the upside, creating that internally double top scenario, that is a zone that I am looking for a potential short if we were to rise there, because I'm very much aware of the scenario here for Bitcoin in the coming weeks to finally come back down here and test the June lows, which is at 24,800. So stay cautious, guys. Right now we are at support. If you're trying to short here at this range, you just need to be aware of possible wicks to the upside and possible bounces. And of course, if we do break down, then obviously my most interest level here on the higher time frames is this one right over here, guys, with those bullish divergence on the daily and the possibility of a fake out first and a major rise. This is what we want to pay attention here, guys. Stay cautious with longing falling knives, because this is what you do not want to do, guys. This could capitulate down to $20,000 range, okay, in a matter of hours. Stay cautious with your trading, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.